guard center, and John Conley, and then, of course, J.J. Jude. Looking for an all-time state record tonight with 123 yards if and when he gets it. See if Johnston Central hopes that they'd like to have this, and they're going to say Johnston Central wins the toss. And
what do you think they'll do?
I think they're going to receive the football is what I think they'll do. And we'll just see which way. Most of the time, teams kick from the left to right. There you go. Try to get that win. Johnston Central will receive the football. And that pregame coin toss brought to you by Mountain Apothecary, 834 South Mayo Trail in Paintsville. A full-service pharmacy featuring licensed pharmacists on duty at all times. Mountain Apothecary also. Dylan will be at the fullback. At one of the running backs will be Jimmy Preston, and at the other one will be J.J. Jude. J.J. Jude looking for an all-time record. 123 yards is what he needs tonight. He is a 5'9", 185-pound senior. Ross Sainer is at the end tonight. He is a 6'2", 190-pound senior, and at the other end is B.J. Hamilton. Also seniors up front tonight, Nate Bird, the guard, 5'6", 177-pound senior. It'll be John Conley, his last game in all probability here on Eagle Field. So some of these seniors seeing their last night tonight, and they ought to be, I'm sure they're going to be hyped up, fired up, and ready to go. Stick around after the game tonight. Go by and see them. They're on 517 2nd Street in Paintsville, or visit them online at century21.com. Gauntlet is now ready, and we're down to 16 seconds, down to 15 seconds.
Nursed out a little bit. Not as many as what I thought.
Not as many as I thought for a potential record-setting performance. Here we go. Gauntlet is ready, and the kick is going to be an onside kick and going to be covered. Nice job.
Sean Withers.
Sean Withers is going to cover that at the 46-yard line. That's where Johnston Central will get the football. Just over the 45, and first down, Johnston Central. So I guess that doesn't surprise you. It'll be your running backs. Johnston Central will open with a wing to the left, and Jimmy Preston is late in getting into the game, standing on the sidelines. Now he goes to the wing. They bring him in motion. That was a tricky play. They're going to toss it outside to Jude. He's got some running room. He's to the outside. He's at the 40 and going to be tripped up down at about the 36-yard line. Had a great block down in front of him. And number 4 was on
34-yard line.
34-yard line. It's J.J. Jude. Danny, you keeping the count down tonight?
Yeah, I've got only player that runs more than Jude on this team is the quarterback.
Go on and get in the plays. J.J. Jude in the backfield. They obviously think they get to the corners against this team. First play will tell you a lot. Man in motion again, and that's going to be Preston, and they're going to give it to Jude off the left side. He's hit, takes it to the 30, and fighting forward to the 27-yard line. He'll pick up 7, 25 yards on 2 carries now for J.J. Jude. 2nd and 3 for the Golden Eagles.
The linebacker number 2, Greg Clemens, on the tackle. He was a returning starter and a good offensive player from last year returning.
Roger Clemens is...
Oh, boy.
Here we go. And they'll have the wing to the right, double tights again. Jimmy Preston on the wing. He'll bring him in motion once again. The snap. They're going to toss it outside to Jude. Cuts back. Nothing there. He's going to fall forward near the 25-yard line. Not enough for the first down. He needed about 3. He'll pick up a couple on the play. Short toss. Pretty good play off of the block out there to get to the tackle. Until 3rd and a long one. And again, 3 straight carries. Power formation to the right this time, and they're going to fake to give it to Jude coming on the counter, and he's going to be hitting the backfield. He'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll get it to the 26-yard line. Got knocked off the ball, so it brings up 4th and a long, long one right now. Again, full house set. Long snap count, now get him to jump. Every game, you know it's coming. If you've got the film, if you look at it, you know it's coming. 5-yard penalty will move it from the 26 down to the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Early in the year.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep, so he's got it. Full house set, and they're going to come on the counter again to Jude. Jude bounces around 1, gets it inside the 20 down to near the 17-yard line. See where they place it. Should be a gain of 4 for J.J. Jude, and
pretty good tackle by Clemens there. Got him by the ankle and held on.
6 for the Golden Eagles. Again, it's going to be an unbalanced to the right, wing is to the right, and toss to the right. Nope, they're going to give it off the right side. Jude is going to be hit and going to be knocked down. Nice play. Great play by number 35, Scott. Who is that young man?
Jamon Scruggs. He's a 5'10", 200. Not playing no safety help, so they might be able to get one to slip by him and go deep.
That little fake and throw to Ross Sainer coming out of the back again. Motion off the wing, the fake. They do want to throw. Looking, got man down the side and going to be caught. Sainer comes up with it over top of the man in the end zone. Defensive back had pretty good coverage, but Sainer pulls it down.
Sainer had 2 or 3 inches on him with his leaping ability. Went up high and hit hard, but held on.
19-yard pass. Ross Sainer, first score of the game. And Johnson Central takes the early lead, 6-0, and it will be Tuesday night. He's like 46 of 51 or something like that for the season.
Well, I'll tell you in just a second while I get my paper out.
You got it all there, son. Here's the hold. The kick is up, and it's good, and Johnson Central with the early lead. Trenton Davis, 7-0. Scott, you got the rest of the numbers for us.
7 plays, 55 yards on the drive, and 3:39 off the clock.
3:39, and the Golden Eagles will kick it off to Covington Home.
And you ask about Davis, he was 46 of 51 coming into that.
I remember that.
There you go.
There's a kick deep, going to be taken at about the 2-yard line. Again, I can't see the number, so we'll just have to guess a little bit.
Number 23.
A little bit of running room coming up the left side.
Jonathan Scruggs.
That's Scruggs. Tell me, Danny, who went through there? About H. Gibson was what we think. Wideouts, 22, DeLon Hayes, and Tannen Tevis, maybe. We'll check that. But they are spread all over the field. And tight end is to the right. Flanker to the right. Long, waiting on it. Long snap count. And they're going to leave it inside with the running back. He'll bring it out over the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Scruggs.
And that was Scruggs. First carry. Going to get good for about 2.
Hurry up offense.
Yep. Going to go quickly, the hurry-up offense. Well, they get out there early, quickly, but I'm not sure they'll take a while now. Your quarterback is Dominic Cheek to start things right here. Here's the snap, and again, they're going to give it to Scruggs, giving out to the outside. Johnson Central misses a couple tackles, but then going to be knocked down about another yard, maybe to the 28-yard line.
Brody Mullins hit him in the backfield and slowed him up, but this is a nice pursuit. Nice job there by the linebacker crew.
Out there was a couple of missed tackles. It brings up third. Well, they're going to give him 2 on the play, make it 3rd and 5. Quickly back in to the shotgun. Wide out to the right. 1 to the left, tight end to the right, making 3 eligible receivers. The right side, here's the snap, and they're going to give it to Scruggs. He fumbles the ball, and he'll pick it up. He got hit immediately. That was Oxer coming on the blitz, got there, and somebody else carries it all 3 times, but it's for a loss of 5. And now they're going to switch it over again, trying to keep the block coming off of the right side, their left side. Here's the pressure. And a little bit of pressure by Sainer. Line drive kick over everybody's head. Hits at the Johnson Central 40, at the 30, at the 25, and going to die dead at the 24-yard line. That's where Johnson Central. The games tonight are going to be real stinkers around the state.
A lot of teams 0-10 in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of them. Here's the snap. Johnson Central, little dive to Jude. Jude gets out near first down yardage. He needed to get just over the 25. Or to the 30, the 34 to the 35, he'll come up just about a yard short. The hole up in front and make the cut where he wanted to go.
He did, and he's got great eyes and great vision for a running back, and he's got the cutting ability, so you could see that a couple more times tonight.
That was a pretty good one there. Unbalanced to the left, and again, as that little dive to Jude, steps outside, gets a little bit of running room. He's at the 40, the 45, and 2 of them holding on at the 47-yard line. And once he gets those knees moving, it's tough to get him down.
You know, it's what the coach for Holmes said. You boys, you just grab and hang on till somebody gets there.
Somebody's got to help. Double tight this time. Nope. Now we're going to go, they're going to go full house set now. Coach Matney making the call. I look at the play clock down there and didn't see it.
Run your option play out there.
Yeah. Here's and we're going to get, and that's going to be, the official obviously thought that it had to be a delay of game just because they took some time to get there, so it's going to be a delay of game on Johnson.
Who's number 11 for
10-15. Double tights once again. Full house set in the backfield. The snap. And the give to the fullback, and nothing there. as they tried to sneak Dillon up in there, and Dillon will get.
He flat back the center for Johnson Central, and that's what clogged the hole.
Well, that's John Conley, who is not very big. John's got to be first out on him. Here's a give, and that's going to be Jude. Jude tried to go down low and come up under and almost broke it. Again, one man grabbing him out at the 49-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 for J.J. Jude. It's 58 yards. What's he total, Danny?
58.
All right.
I think we'll see Jude go outside with
Dalton Atkins is out wide to the right this time. Preston is on the wing to the left. He comes in motion, and there you go, Danny. They toss it on the sweep. Jude trying to get away from people, gets it over the 45 of, pulls them with him. There's no doubt about it. You know, you got to go to the legs and try to get them wrapped and pull those legs together. Don't let him.
He does the same routine workout that I do.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he does it with barbell.
I do it with
food. You do it with pork chops.
You got to do it differently? I'm sorry. That was Dillon on the carry.
Dillon on a carry off the right side. He'll take it to the 37-yard in this first quarter. Johnson Central with the early lead. I defy anybody to tell me that we don't tell the score but every 30 minutes.
Okay.
There we go. That's you, Danny. You keep the clock, and off of the right side, that's going to be Dillon again. On the belly fake, he'll take it to about the 35, just inside the 35, call it the 34. He'll nothing spectacular, just drive it down the field.
And they're taking what the defense has given them, exactly what we thought about in the first half.
Full house set. Short motion for Preston. Give it to Jude. Jude gets hit in the backfield, gets away, and he's going to be short of the first down. He'll get it down to the 31-yard line. He'll pick up 3, but he was hit about 3 yards deep, and he just spun off of the guy, gets a 3-yard gain out of it. Well, that'll be the other side of it. We got a slot to the right, tight end to the right, unbalanced. We're going to get a timeout before.
Well, Jude's having trouble, I think, with his face man or the quarterback.
They've had their meeting. They'll go slot to the right, tight end to the right, strong formation to the right. Jude's in the backfield, 4th and 2. Preston comes in motion. They're going to blitz. They give it to Jude. He's wide open, and he's going to go. Simple as that. They blitzed him. They beat the blitz, and he is gone 30 yards for J.J. Jude, straight up the middle. He now officially, to my count, has 104 yards. They brought a safety and a linebacker up the middle, and somebody got a good block on him, picked him, and when Jude had it, there was Davis will try the kick. It's 13-0 Johnson Central now. There's the snap and the hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. Johnson Central leads at 14-0. 130 watching, 104 now for J.J. Jude. Here's the kick, deep by Davis, taking it at about the 5. That would be Scruggs again, trying to find running room, and can't. And at the 23-yard line, he'll go down there, and that's where Holmes will set up shop for the second time tonight.
Julian, yes, instead of 24.
There you go, so 19 out there. And he's got the wide out to the left. But, tight end to the left, wide out to the left. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it this time. That'll be Cheeks. Cheeks will get it over the 25 to about the 26-yard line, where he will go down. Dominique Cheek with a 3-yard run. Brings up second and about 7. Yeah, there is a lot of static.
You touching that plug-in down there, Danny?
You're not hitting that phone line under you, are you?
No.
Okay. And they're going to throw. Got a man out there, 2 wide, and Reese Julian
was stepping on the inside, and you're right, he almost came up with it.
3rd and about 4, about 6, and the quarterback hit, ball up in the air, almost caught. That was a great try by DeLon Hayes, and man, to getting hit, he tried to reach back and get a hold of it.
Juwan Mays put a pretty good lick on him to start with, and then he was hit again.
Yeah, he did indeed. So another kick, 3 and out again. 6 offensive plays so far for Covington Holmes. And this is their punt formation to get maximum protection. Here's the snap. And they'll get it off high, wobbly, and again, nobody back for Johnson Central. They are satisfied to let the ball hit. It hits, comes back to the 45-yard line of Johnson Central. Jimmy,
you all got to get with it. Get with it, fellas.
J.J. Jude, he's at the 45. If he can get to the 36. And
there he is. There it is. There's the record.
Touchdown Johnson Central as J.J. Jude's going to take it 55 yards. With that, J.J. Jude has become the all-time leading rusher in the state of Kentucky. 55 yards, 159 on the night. And he's the all-time leading rusher in the state of Kentucky. Comes on his 13th carry of the night. His second touchdown of the night. Banners and everything being thrown. The crowd on their feet, giving him a standing ovation, and they're talking to the referee. And Jim Matney wants the timeout. He'll call the timeout. And they're going to make the presentation.
And you got it on the big run that he
asked for it. It's
right.
the way it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen on the big one. They got it on the big one. And what a night for J.J. Jude. 55 there, 159 on the night. And
where's that?
Jim Matney out there, Philip Wireman, the principal. And J.J. Jude coming up to... He is going to get the game football and he's got the ball. He'll run it to the sideline. And a record at least for now, for the Times. It's in 1994 to 96 when that record was set. And it now belongs to J.J. Jude with 159 yards tonight. He broke it. Fine fashion, Danny. First play of a series, boom, he's gone.
Broke it with ease as no one was around him when he crossed it.
Yep. You and Coach Matney talked about it on Tuesday's show, on his coach's show.
There's no doubt about it. And this year, this line has gotten better and better and better. And, these kids are going to be a part of history, no doubt about it. We'll try the extra point kick. We didn't have to stop the game and tell people, did we?
No, everybody knew it.
That's going to be good. Everybody down there knew it before. As soon as he hit into the secondary, they were all screaming. Kick is good. Johnson Central leading at 21-0. And we'll take you away, and we'll come back with the Golden Eagle kickoff in 30 seconds. And he did it in fine fashion, 55 yards up the gut where he likes to run the football, and he is the new rushing leader. Now he just tacks on to the record, Danny Johnson, from this point on.
Yeah, congratulations. No better kid than J.J. Jude.
Good kid. Davis Reddy kicks it off straight down the middle. Scruggs is going to take it at about the 1-yard line, coming upfield, gets a nice block, gets to the outside, and going to be taken out again. That's probably, I was going to say, that's Brody Mullins this time, 55 yards.
55 yards, one play, 9 seconds is all that it took.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good indoor 60-yard sprint, isn't it?
Sure is.
That's easy to keep up with.
Easy. Here's the ball on the ground. They were going to give it to Scruggs inside, but dropped by Cheek, and he'll have to pick it up, and he'll be knocked down for a 1-yard loss at the 20-yard line. Play blew up there, and they say they got a flag on the play.
Big Quade Ward was back there as well to mention.
Central leading at 21-0. Slot to the right, wide out to the left, tight end to the left, and
they're going to change the score of the ball game on the clock, I think, or the referee was looking.
Yep.
He looked back at the clock, didn't he?
Yep, he did. Here's a snap, and they give it to Scruggs straight ahead, and he'll be knocked down at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there.
Phone 297-2144.
Intercepted.
Cheek throws out to the right side. He is going to be drilled and going to be intercepted. And Johnson Central has it once again, this time at the Holmes 49-yard line. The snap, and they're going to give it to Jude. He's gone. He is gone. 49 yards. J.J. Jude off of the right side. He adds to his...
That 55 yards in 9 seconds and ran the 49-yard in about 7.
Well, a few behind him that time, chasing him for a while.
Yep.
I take that back. It's 9.
Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Nice job, DJ.
I didn't think about that.
Davis is kicking it off left to right this time, and ball's deep. That one may go into the end zone, and they're going to say, he jumped back into the end zone to catch it, and
visitors for Johnson Central. As Chase Blevins, who's out with an injury.
Yeah, John in on defense right now. Jawan Mays is in. Who else did you say, Danny, was in?
Withers in, number 21.
J.P. Gown, 5.
Yeah.
J.P. Gown is in, that's right. And going to keep the ball straight up the middle. And that's going to be Rayshawn Costin.
That was Withers on.
Well, they never get in the huddle. So how are you going to get to be friends unless you can get in the huddle and smell each other?
I've been in the huddle taking time off the clock.
I mean, you stink like crazy when you're playing in the heat and everything, and they're going to get something.
Yeah, movement on them. They were left early.
Yeah, they left early, and who's 33 out there? Well, but that kid's really pretty good. You got to be ready all the time, no doubt about it.
It's called protecting yourself.
Atkins playing in the middle, straight down the middle, a safety. They're going to give it to Scruggs, and Scruggs is going to run it out over the 30, near the 34-yard line. And he picks up 10 on the play. First down, that slot to the right. Shotgun once again, and they fumble the ball on the ground. I think Johnson Central got it. I really do.
Bo Spriggs, I think, 57 coming up with it.
Yeah, he did. A bad hand, by the way. You can spend your Thanksgiving at the Ponderosa. They'll be open from 11 to 4. They got all the trimmings. They're going to have ham and turkey and all that stuff. I've heard that ad on our radio station. It's pretty darn good. They're going to give it to Jude. Ooh. Jude, oh, no, they left it with, I thought Jude had it, and they left it with Dylan on this one on the keeper outside for a touchdown. That's my next call.
I want to go to Atkins in the end zone.
Okay. Here's the snap, and they're going to give it to Jude. Jude cuts off the left side and pulling people forward inside the 15 down to the chant. Jude. There we go. Double wing this time, giving it outside to Dylan. Dylan cutting against Grain. He's at the 5, runs into one of his own blockers and knocked down at about the 1-yard line. He'll pick up 13 officially.
I noticed that time Jude didn't carry it. I look for him to give it.
I want to quit guessing.
Here's Gown's touchdown.
He'll give it to number 10 here.
Shotgun this time. And they're going to give it to Dylan, but I don't think Dylan made it. They run out, and Ross Sainer is out. B.J. Hamilton's in, and going to give it to Jude, and Jude on the crossbar is going to be hit at the 4. We might want to go back to under center because that's true. With the shotgun,
under center, yeah.
We need to run that option that you talked about earlier out of that.
Yeah. Call down there and tell them. Here's the snap, and they're going to give it to J.J. Jude. He'll take it into the end zone from 4 yards out. And a goal is what you're doing on your own, though. Yeah. Never give credit to anybody else if they don't try to get it themselves. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick, and going to be good again. Johnson Central now leading it 30 numbers.
That one took 6 plays, covered 34 yards, and took exactly 3 minutes off the clock, and that was a 5-yard touchdown run by Jude.
And 4 of those tonight, and as Danny has said after he read all the stats Scott put together, 91 on his career and, 39 for the season?
Yes.
Here's the kick. Again, Davis kicks it deep and down the middle. Going to be taken this time and fumbled and into the end zone. And they're going to say a live ball.
Yeah, he fumbled it inside the 5.
Yeah, but see, I didn't think it was a fumble. I think it's a muff. I think a muff goes into the end zone where you've never had control. Like a good neighbor, and he came right over here and told me.
Ball was pointing this way. It should be its twin. I agree.
Here we go. And now they're going to move players around a little bit. Cheek is the quarterback. He wants to throw. He's going to throw it deep out there. Got a receiver. Oh, he dropped it at the 50. He did a little out and up on Reese Julian.
Went right through, but he didn't pick him up past his waist, so.
Had alligator hands in his arms.
There was nobody around to have alligator hands about. They're going to give it off the right side to Scruggs. He'll take it out of the 22-yard line. He'll pick up a cup side, and then he just waggled back out and just lost Reese Julian completely. And they're going to throw a little screen out to the outside, a little flare pattern. They'll give it to Scruggs. Scruggs will get it out to the 26-yard line. Hard to get 100.
No one back again to receive the punt.
I think there's a method to this madness.
I do, too.
You want to tell them what it is?
Going to let him run. Not Catch it and run with it. That way they get more yards on the ground.
If it hit they're going to run a fake. They go to the up man and off of his hands, and Johnston Central has it at the 20. Oh, it goes another 30 yards down the field. Then you get to start from there.
Get a little more yardage.
More yardage, yeah. Full house set. Gown takes it, and he's going to give it to Belcher. Belcher straight up the middle, still running. Takes it inside the 20, down near the 17-yard line. Damian Belcher took it down from the 24. They'll mark it at the 17 next year. He is in there right now. He's on the wing this time. He goes in motion. Here's the snap. They're going to toss it outside to Jude. Looking for a block. Belcher's got a pretty good block on his man. Jude down the sideline. Tries to lean in, but he leaned a little too soon. He'll go down at about the 3-yard line, 14 yards for J.J. Jude. Set up so we'd have everything on the screen. We'd appreciate
Get here and have the food hot.
That's right. Make sure everything. They're trying to give it outside to Dillon. Dillon gets away from a couple and hit it about the 5-yard line and punched back to the 6. He ends up making it all the way to the 1-yard line. Well, the Golden Eagles will come back out, and Holmes back after their timeout. 2nd and goal. In motion is Belcher. They want to throw. They're going to throw into the corner of the end zone, and B.J. Hamilton open in the corner of the end zone for the Hamilton gets, I think that's probably his first score of the year. No?
Yeah.
Where is it? Did he score over?
No, he did. He just had 20, about 40 yards. They might lose 2 footballs tonight.
Brought in several. David Robinette looks like he's in. He's not been in on it.
And I believe Hall's going to kick. Yep. And I believe it is going to be Hall to kick, isn't it?
We don't have a 41.
Matt Hall's going to kick. Jawan Mays is out. We don't have a 41 on yours. I might have one on mine. No, I don't either. But Matt Hall will do the kicking. He'll give Davis a little break. And Hall kicks down the middle.
There,
and hits it about the 15. Going to be picked up by Scruggs. Scruggs off to his right, looking for some running room. Back to his left, gets away from a couple, and brings it out over the 30, 35-yard line. The ball's up in the air. As he hit the ground, they're going to say the ground caused the fumble. And
4:35, so.
Okay, so.
Spike got Zach Sloan.
That's 140. Zach Sloan in the game?
There we go. And 41, we don't know who he is. He just came back in.
Holmes has got the best position of the night. They're going to throw it outside, and they're going to say the wide receiver on the outside left too soon, and it's going to be a touchdown, but I think it's coming back. Well, it won't be a touchdown as Compton runs him down, I think, at about the 1-yard line, but it looked like the wide receiver outside. Bring it back. That's what I think.
I believe I would pick it up and said no flag.
Step on it.
Wipe it out.
I dropped
no flag.
They're going to wave it off.
They are waving it off.
Okay.
They listened.
They heard us.
They had Boyd leading 42-0 in the second quarter.
I don't know, that's 42-0.
Yeah, I have to admit that, Danny. Wow.
Here we go. The snap, and a give inside. Scruggs going to take it in from 2 yards out for the touchdown. So Scruggs will take it in for the touchdown. He now has 17 yards on the night, and he's got the touchdown, and the score is 42-6. 18.
I got ours right.
But they'll go for the 2. The quarterback wasn't ready. They snap it right by him, and he's going to be down back at the 15 to 20-yard line. Wow, the center just snapped.
Who is Dillon back there?
It's not big enough for Dillon, I don't think. And it's going to be an onside kick. Johnston Central will cover it. Nope, that wasn't long. Johnston Central gets it back. Chance to score again. 45-yard line. Man in motion is going to be Jude. He's going to get it to him coming on a sweep, trying to get to the outside, and runs into one, and then another one just pounds him. Good job by number 50, knocking him down. You just don't often see it where you get knocked down like that, but 50 got there, and we don't have a number for him.
Danny might have it on his other roster.
How many did he get that time?
5. First, second in 5, and trying to dive it to Belcher. Belcher gets hit. Good job coming in by 44 that time.
They're going to get a late hit on him.
It very well could be, but I tell you what, 50 is a player for this other team. What's his name?
Spaceman.
Huh?
I didn't have 50.
I don't have 50 either. Oh, now we know. Johnson Central lined up back
30 yards.
Back at their own 40-yard line, turned around, looked for the ball. It was up here, guys. Full house set. And trying to give it to Jude. Ball's on the ground. Johnson Central, I think, is going to get it back. It looked like that. It looked like immediately that the blitz. So got a new center in the game too, by the way. In motion, and they give it inside, and
quarterback keep.
No, he gave it off.
Down. Going to be Dillon. With Keener in over there at that tight end, I would imagine they'll probably bring Jimmy Preston in motion, and they do. And let's see if they're going to toss it to Jude. They do, and he drops the ball on the ground, picks it up, and falls forward and gets about 4 out of it as he dropped the pitch, but he'll still get 4 yards out of it. Shooting the man in motion. And they're going to try the field goal. Here we go, guys.
He was hitting from there.
38-yard line. It would be a 48-yard field goal. The snap, the hole, the kick is on the way. It is long enough, yes, and it is no good. Just off to the left. Odds are, if you don't have a guy that can punch, you probably don't have a guy that can.
We don't have enough, do we? Do we have enough men on the field?
They got 7 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All time. Mountain Apothecary is locally owned and operated. Mountain Apothecary also features a full line of non-prescription healthcare products just for you, and they accept most major credit cards and insurances and Medicare Part D. Mountain Apothecary is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Phone 606-7.
Nobody to throw to. He ran it himself and picked up 17 on the play, first down at the 37-yard line. Go throw that deep pass again. Back there this time. Oh, intercepted by Jimmy Preston.
Oh, my goodness.
Golly. Reese Julian. Looks like he's going to go to a tight end spot. No, he's going to go to that wingback spot. There we go. Man in motion is Hall. To the left. They're going to give it to Jude off the left side. Gets away from one and gets it out over the 40 to about the 42-yard line. He'll pick up about 4, maybe 5 on a play. And 9 seconds. Jude. They'll try to get one more play off. They got to hurry, and that's going to be it. The first half ends. Johnson Central leading it.
Looking for a great deal on a new knee?
People of basketball for a long time in Eastern Kentucky, across the state, Danny Johnson, and we met him down at Sweet 16 in the hotel last year, and everybody that walked by knew him, didn't they?
Yeah, we talked basketball there for an hour and a half.
Yeah, we did. Stood right there, and I'll tell you what, still a keen mind for basketball, no doubt about it. Kicking off Johnson Central left to right. It will be Hall to do the kicking. And he gets another one down the middle, going to hit it about the 15-yard line, going to be picked up, run a little reverse this time, trying to get to the outside of Scruggs, and somebody makes a nice tackle one-on-one on the 22-yard line. That's been about the norm for the night for Holmes. Here's the snap, and trying to keep it is going to be the quarterback. He's outside, got some running room, going to pick up about 9 on it. Rayshawn, still a bunch of young kids in there, a few of the older ones in. I think Reese Julian is into the backfield, and Jimmy Preston playing a monster position. Gives it to Scruggs. Scruggs has the first down as he gets out over the 35. At the 40, he's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, and touchdown just like that. Scruggs got hit, bounce will go. I'm assuming they will go for the 2 once again. And once again, the man in the middle is going to be Carlos Gibson. And he didn't see the snap the last time. This time he gets it, throws a little swing pass outside, knocked down before he can get it. They're going to say incomplete, I think, in the first place, to receive the kick. And they'll kick it off. Here's the kick. That's that line drive kick. And once again, Hall lost it, almost pulled out of there, but I think Johnson Central got on it at the 45-yard line. That's a line drive, and Hall tried to field it, just went off of his hands. Too hot to handle.
And then the Holmes player jumped across the ball, just missed it.
He went right over top of it. Jonathan Scruggs, 68-yard run. Scott, that was to Coach Wallen. Both at Meade and Johnson Central having a big old fish fry over there, Danny. That ought to be pretty darn good.
I think Tom Sayers and Philip Wireman's done that.
All right, here's give it to Jude coming off the left side. Gets hit once, spins away from one, and he'll bring it out to the 48-yard line, and he picks up about 3 on the play for J.J. Jude. And 2nd and 7 for the Golden Eagles. And again, wide out to the right is Sainer. Slot to the right. Here's the snap. They want to throw. They throw to Sainer. He just runs a little hitch, and he drops the football. No, they're going to say caught it and then fumbled it out of bounds. I didn't think it was a catch.
I thought he waved it off and said incomplete.
No, he's going to mark it at the 49-yard line, a couple of yards out of bounds. So brings up 3rd and about 5 for the Eagles. Full house set this time. Double tights, puts the man in motion. And they're going to give it to Jude. Jude running straight ahead will have the first down, I think. No, maybe not.
Call him right at the 45.
Yeah, they got him at the 45. He needed 5. He's going to get about 4.5 on the play. So it'll be tried to
Sneak this one.
sneak it in himself. I don't think we've seen him sneak one all year. Maybe
Measure
one.
it. I think
maybe
you-
one. Jim Anthony, no, he's going to call timeout.
Prize estimates are always free, and your satisfaction is guaranteed.
Fourth and 1 for the Eagles. A long snap count. Whoop. The guy jumped off sides, I thought, first, and then they looked like they were going to throw the ball to Sainer on a fly down the middle of the field because he didn't try to block anybody. He was off. Let's see. Yeah, is he up as a protector there on the other side? I can't tell.
He is. He is one of the up.
Well, that'd be a hard snap to get it to him from there. And a kick, wobbly, high, and hits at about the 18-yard line, bounces to the 15, and caught right there. Nice job. J.J. Jude, and who knows what Trinity's got.
Yeah, they're number 1 in the nation now.
Yeah, they probably got a couple pretty good players.
They've already named them the 6A champion.
Yep, that's the invitational over there.
Yeah.
They play it down. Trying to keep the ball running into his guard is going to be the quarterback on it. Just going to be a little bit of 27 to go here in the 3rd. And Costin. Straight back, wants to throw, still looks, throws, and almost intercepted. Threw behind the intended receiver, DeLong.
Johnson Central his one player's jersey was stretched out. One of the linemen rushing and the 2 guys holding.
So you don't think they're going to throw it much here?
They're going to throw the flag on anyone.
Well, probably not.
It has to be obvious.
Officials are probably hoping they get to that 45-point mark, you think? They can go home earlier. Want to throw again, going to throw it deep up the outside. Got a receiver, ball knocked away. Julian, well, he had the man about a step.
He's done an exceptional job, I think.
Except last week.
I wasn't there, so I didn't see that. I was working.
I think he thought there was a different call on that coverage last week.
Looking for help.
Yeah, looking for some over-the-top help, yeah, in the middle of the field help. Well, it takes a long time to get the snap off, a high snap, and
I hit a player.
It hit a player, Ross Sainer, and they're going
to bring it back or hit the player down here.
If it hit one of their players, it's first touching. You're exactly right.
It looked like the back of the center's head and then hit a central player, but
if it hit them first,
yeah,
and then it'll be first touching, which was to look like the beanbags at about the 30. Punt has it at the Holmes 48-yard line,
leading it 42-12.
Thank you, Danny. It's for all those people who are listening out there, we don't say anything other than every 30 minutes or so. Man comes in motion. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Jude off the right side. Gets hit, and he'll make it, he get to about the 45-yard line, not much more than that. Give him 3 officially on the carry. I've got him for, you okay?
Yeah.
All right. You should be cold in that T-shirt. No? There we go. Snap. Oh, ball's on the ground. Somebody's got to get on it. Gown never did find it. He looked down for it. Was gone someplace else. And they're going to lose a couple of yards back. I think that might have been J.J. Jude fell on it.
Yeah, J.J. ran over and jumped on it.
Yeah, that's going to be cut this well in hand and not quite the skip and hop in their step as there was in the first. Slots to the right, the snap, and they're going to give it, and again it's on the ground, and this time Covington Holmes, they faked up the middle and was going to give it back to Dalton Atkins, and a bad handoff, which is essentially his first offensive team out there, not performing very well, and you don't want to get in the doldrum right now. There's the snap, and they're going to give it, and nice hit.
Shane Oxer.
Shane Oxer came up spot and looked for a little hole and almost come to a stop, then go. Same with his kickoffs. And he got 9 carries, 15 yards. A snap. And they're going to give it to him wide. You know, that's not Scruggs. That's going to be...
That is Scruggs, though. It's Bruce, though.
Oh,
Bruce.
It's Bruce Scruggs. Yeah. So Bruce, the brother, they got 5 back. So it's 3rd and 7 at the Johnson Central 44-yard line. And whoop, there goes the wide out down the field. He was going to block Ross Sainer out there, and they're going to call the wide out for taking off too soon.
I think they got the big lead, and it's just tough to stay up.
Third and 12. I know that with Mr. Wells coming after him behind him, they'd like to give him a little breathing room. Not able to right now. And a little quarterback draw off of the pass play, Costin, and he's going to go down at the 50. He'll lose a yard. Nice tackle inside by somebody. He lines up at her way outside and tries to get a good angle to that kicker. And now they're going to tell him to come on in. We need some help in protection right here. Whoops, he went over to the other side. Snap. And a fake to the outside and gets around a couple of people, and he's going to get the first down. That is Jonathan Scruggs. Fake. And then missed tackles right in front of the bench. Well, if you're going to miss one, you miss one on the other side of the field, and he can't yell out until he sees the film.
Yeah, you can tell him at night someone pushed me.
Here's the snap. Costin wants to throw. Looks. He's going to throw downfield. Got a man on the outside down there.
Intercepted.
Jordan Young's intercepted it, and he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And by doing so, he's going to give the ball to the Golden Eagles at the 8-yard line. He could have just gone down and at the 20, but I'm sure he had visions of that guy behind him. Officially, maybe the 9. Yeah, officially the 9. And again, a tight set. The snap, and they're going to give it to Jude. Jude bounces out over the 10 to about the 11, maybe the 12. You'll pick up about... Trying to think, it might have been Perry County Central. I don't know for sure, Danny. Full house set again, and again, that's going to be Jude. This time he's got the running room. Look out. He's at the 40. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, and going to be down at the 25-yard line. Good job by Costin.
There.
Well, I think he knew number 5 had an angle on him, and Costin was pretty quick. He ran him down at the 25-yard line. The snap, and they're going to give it to Jude again, and Jude will take it near the 21-yard line, pick up 4 more yards, and saluting our veterans. Ponderosa Steakhouse. Also, you can spend Thanksgiving with them at the Ponderosa. They're open from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it's turkey dinner with all of the trimmings, and Belcher will take it all the way from the 21-yard.
Just shy of the 10, but the referee over there said, no, go ahead and put it on the 10.
Put it on the 10, yeah.
It's first and goal.
Make sure we don't have another stoppage, and they're going to give it to Jude. Jude will take it in, 10 yards out for the touchdown. 336 yards for J.J. Jude.
Is that his 5th touchdown, you said, Spike?
5th touchdown of the night, Danny. Makes him, 92 now?
Yeah.
92 on the year. And the kick is good. And
Chevrolet.com.
Golden Eagles getting ready to kick off. They scored the 2:37 mark of the third quarter. Scott, the numbers on that drive.
Like it went 5 plays, used 3 minutes off the clock, and it was a 91-yard drive.
91-yard drive, and here's a kick by Hall. Down to the left side, going to be taken by Scruggs, number 1. And he's got some running room.
He's gone.
And he is gone. He is at the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, and touchdown. And just like that, Scruggs. Ain't that the truth? They'll go for 2 once again. A snap, and they're going to give it inside and in this time, and that will be the other
Off the clock.
one play. Don't forget that.
One
Just
play.
one play. Here's the kick on the ground again, going to be fielded and covered up at about the Johnson Central 37-yard line. And they're trying to separate him a little bit in this game. On the wing, that is Jude. They're going to fake. They're going to give it to Jude on a toss. He cuts up, gets back to the outside, still looking for blocks. He's at the 45, the 50, tries to stop and gets knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Covington Holmes. So, going to pick up 14 more yards on the 1st and 10. Clock stopped at 2:15 of the third quarter, Scott. We are going for that record. Here's the snap. Going to give it to Jude. Jude's gone. 49 yards on the run. J.J. Jude's going to be in the end zone, number 6. And another touchdown for Johnson Central. They lead at 50.
And he has had a game with 7 this year, so.
He has?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
I heard earlier in the season.
It was
I tell you what, he's got time to get to 7.
Good answer.
There you
Couldn't
go.
have been later. The kick.
Got his starters back on the kickoff team.
All right, well, they had to return the last time, so we got those back out there. Johnson Central kickoff. Davis to do the kicking this time. And the kick is down the middle and deep and going to be fielded and fumbled into the end zone and muffed into the end zone, I'm sorry. And it'll bring it out to the 20.
Over and help call this. He's not been on the mic this year, has he?
Who?
Paul.
No. Give me my headset.
You want to take my headset a while?
No, don't take that one, Paul.
No, God. You get ear fungus for sure. And inside, they give it to Scruggs. Second and about 7. Scruggs now with 36 yards on the night. The snap. And again, and that's going to be Scruggs number 2. We'll gain about 3 out to the 26-yard line. That's Bruce Scruggs this time. 3rd and a short 4. The snap. And they're going to leave it again and near the first down marker at the 29-yard line, just short.
That's just too slow developing to get anything off.
It takes forever, and Scruggs doesn't like to hit up in there real quick. He likes to wait and try to pick a place to go. And
How's the dance? Is this too
Yeah.
that's slow?
6 inches, or in some instances, even bigger. You have to see it to believe it. So stop by our shop today on Broadway in Paintsville. Bring your picture with you, and we'll show you how good we really are. We now have mesh football shirts in several colors, and we can custom design.
Bruce Scruggs will run 7 yards for the first down on 4th and 1. And now they'll come back and throw a little swing pass to the outside, Costin to Carlos Gibson, his first catch of the night.
Now Young on the tackle.
Fumble.
And a fumble on the ground, and they're going to lose yardage all the way back. Had 136 yards in that third quarter. And left to right now, 3rd and long after the 7-yard loss on the fumble. They're going to throw it down the outside and going to be incomplete. So to Gibson, yeah. And something else.
Yeah, trying to think what it was.
That was the run. Scott quit talking to us over it.
He was a 3-yard touchdown run.
It was 78 yards total, and I think somebody had a run up the sideline, didn't it?
Was yeah.
Or was it the pass?
It was the big pass play that we thought it was going to be a penalty.
Yeah, there you go. And the kick, nobody back. They'll kick it inside the Johnson Central 30. It'll roll out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. That's where the Golden Eagles get it.
We're going to sit up at the cafeteria. I'll tell you where we're going to sit.
In the cafeteria again.
We're going to rent one of them classrooms.
They'll give it to Jude. Jude gets out near the 40. We brought down actually at about the football player. Second down and 1 for the Golden Eagles. The snap count, and they give it to Jude once again. Jude spins off of players, falling forward out to the 45-yard line on 32 carries.
2 more carries will reach us high this year.
The snap, and they give it to Jude. He gets bounced out. He'll step to the outside and pick up.
The team that, even though they're in the 4A and up in the Covington area, don't have a lot of players that goes both. They have to go both ways, so they're just wore out.
They sure do. They're going to give it to Belcher this time. Bounces off of one, gets away from another. He's into Covington home territory to the line of scrimmage once again. Unbalanced to the left this time. Full house set. They're going to dive to Jude off the left side. He's at the 40, cuts back at the 35, the 30, and goes down at about the 28, maybe the 27-yard line. And that may be, I don't know what that's going to be. A flag on the play. Came
on the mask.
Came from the deep. Well, they got two of them down there now. So I don't know whether it was a face mask or whether it was Johnson Central blocking in the back. One official looks like he's putting a hand up like he means face mask. So from the 27-yard line, Golden Eagles twice tonight. They've had to sprint about 30 yards to get to the line of scrimmage.
32-yard pickup on that last play.
It was.
Mark.
Yep. Here we go. Unbalanced to the right this time. The snap. And they're going to give it to Belcher. Belcher bounced the outside, trying to get to the corner. He's at the 5, cuts it up. Does he get in or not? Yes, what a nice play by Belcher. Cut the corner. He had about 3 yards to go, and he really was able to get his body in the air and inside the pylon. And like a great sophomore, he replaced the extra point. Davis, and the kick is up. It's going to be good. 63-20. Johnson Central now leads. 3-20. Johnson Central now with the lead. Scott, you got any numbers for him?
Just finishing them up. That was 6 plays, took 72 yards, drive, and 2:37 off the clock.
37, and Johnson Central with the kickoff, right to left. It will be Davis once again kicking off. And back deep is going to be DeLon Hayes, who ran that touchdown back up to 20. Here's the kick, deep, down the middle. Going to be taken by Scruggs at the 3. Drops it, picks it up at about the 6. Tries to come to his left, to his right, cuts back, gets around a couple, and gets it out to the 25-yard line. Nice return after dropping the ball. He'll have it out just over the 25 pretty well this year. And they wait for the quarterback to come in, coasting. And we're set to go. Here's the snap. They'll give it inside. Some running room by Bruce Scruggs. He'll take it from the 26 all the way out to the 32-yard line. And they're going to really hurry up and get back to the line of scrimmage now. Now the snap, and the ball's on the ground once again.
Central's got it.
And Johnson Central's got it. That was Scruggs.
Shane Oxer come up with it.
Oxer comes up with a Scruggs. A huge night of mistakes for Covington Holmes. Zach Gown is under center. Going to give it to Jude. Jude, nice tackle again. Somebody came up and got through the blocker. A blocker on him, and Danny, I think this next run sets the record for number of carries. And Gown couldn't get it off this time. People all over him in the back. Not all of it his fault. Not much of it his fault, but it still goes against him. Unbalanced to the left. 3rd and 10. Snap. They're going to give it inside. That's going to be Belcher. He dances his way in, back inside the 30, down to about the 49-yarder right here. You call this one. I'm never right on this.
Well, our angle must be bad because it's good. Looks good.
Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. 49-yard field now. There's kick deep, taken at about the 2. Brought out near the 20-yard line and going to be brought down at the 25-yard line. Nice run back again, 23 yards on the return. Clock begins to run, and it will run continuously. Scott, what's the numbers on that, by the way?
It took 3 plays, covered 76 yards, and a minute 55 off the clock.
155, 3 plays.
Oh!
76 yards. I wasn't watching. What happened? Did it hurt?
That was Jimmy Preston coming in and introducing his helmet to the, I think, 20, whoever's that one in the backfield. He's the one that had the ball.
23, I think.
It looks smaller than 23.
It might be 25, his little brother. Second down and 9. The clock is going to run continuously now, and they'll throw it outside. They got Gibson for a pass, and he'll pick up a yard on the play.
That was 23 that had it before.
I'm not sure who had that in the second half. I think it was DeLon Hayes that might have had that 60-some yarder. And they're going to throw down the middle. Nice play.
Bad angle, but he got his hand in there.
For us, 47. Don't know.
No.
Second or fourth down, and they look like they're going to kick it away as the clock runs under 4 minutes. We'll continue to run. Here's the snap, and they're going to fake and try to get it to the outside. And no place to go. He did it the first time, but John Stentel running.
150, or come in and visit your pharmacist, Tanya Westmoreland, today.
Well, we got the second team offense in. Josh Dillon, the fullback. No, that's not. At about the 20-yard line. Clock runs at 2:40. Count under center. And trying to keep it outside, fumbles the ball, and I think he'll come up with it, but nice play. As you heard, the halftime score, Boyd County and Fort Thomas Highlands was 49-0. That's where we stand. And Costin pulls the ball down, was going to throw, now trying to just to get outside, and out of bounds he does. I don't think that yards on the play. I just repeat everything you guys say now. That makes him 19 yards on the night then. 1:13, clock runs. This one is over. Throw down the middle, too high, almost intercepted back here. 66-20. Just not many people playing football, is there, for Covington Holmes?
No.
And trying to get away, and a good job coming off the backside with the sack. That is going to be. They'll move on to play Fort Thomas Highlands next week up in northern Kentucky. We're going to take you away for this timeout. We'll talk to Sam while we do that, and we'll be